Hello, so let's talk about morning routine today. So, as I was watching YouTube or actually Instagram or actually any social media or even articles, right? When you read them, watch them, there's a lot of people who will share about morning routines. Sometimes their routine starts as early as 5 a.m. and then they have a very structured way to start the day. So I want to talk about that a bit. So for some people, routines, structures, very consistent, a consistent structure works for them. But there are also some people that gets bored and it becomes very boring and very lifeless to just do the same thing every day. I happen to be the second type of person who gets bored of needing to do the same thing in repeat. But I get that why morning routines work for people. So morning routines are usually in place because it helps, like you will say that it helps to reduce stress, and then it boosts creativity. It sets the tone for the day, and it helps people to get ready for the day. So the reason why it works that way is because that when you have a very structural routine, so you wake up, you do task A, you do task B, you do task C, and then after that you start the day, right? So when you have that kind of consistent structure or habit or task that is fixed, basically you know exactly what's going to happen. And when you know what happens, your mind love it. Okay, and I say you, but it's actually all of us, right? So we love, no matter how much we do not like to admit, but we all love control in one way or another. So when we have a fixed routine in place, we have a certain level of control. And when we have that certain level of control, our mind feels good. And so we feel relaxed and we don't feel as stressed, right? So then with that, your mind is able to relax, calm down, and then prepare for the day. So that is one of the reasons. And also, like, as you are doing all those supposedly routine, which you know exactly what's going to happen, you know exactly what you're going to eat, you know exactly what you're going to prepare for your breakfast and things like that, you have that space to start grounding yourself to prepare for the day, right? So if you look at it, it's less so of what exactly that you do, but more of what you do, or rather how you feel as a result of what you do, right? So on the other hand, right, if let's say you get tired and bored of all this routine, and that's where it will not work. You will realize that you'll just be getting through it and you just like feeling very bored and like, oh, okay, I'm doing this again, and like how come that it's not working, right? Because your mind is not getting the benefits of doing those things. So instead of focusing on the task itself, which is the routine or what's in the routine itself, another way to do it is to find something or actually anything, right? Anything that allows you to be grounded back into the present. It allows you to relax, allows you to be connected to yourself, or to basically to the present, right? And when that happens, you also relax. And when you relax, you then is able to prepare for the day. So it's the same thing. You get the same results from doing a routine, but except that you don't have a routine. And for me now, it's about petting my dog. So my partner is away, and what happened is that my dog will demand for some petting after his breakfast, right? So then I took that time to just be present, connect with him, and I realized that is something that helps me for this period to actually stay present. So I'm not saying that I'm doing that because I'm not saying that I'm petting him because I want to be present, but I'm saying that I took that opportunity to use it as a practice for myself, and I connect with him, and I pet him, and I be present with him, right? So it can be anything. It can be that if you like to brew tea, then it can be the tea brewing that allows you to be present and watching how the tea diffuse into the water. And yeah, it can be anything, right? So if you are a person who struggle with routine, who struggle with having a consistent routine, so forget it, right? So it's not the task that matter, it's about how you feel doing the task, or how you feel from doing or completing the task, that makes that so-called morning routine works. Okay, so I hope that this gives you another perspective.